Let's play a little game. Think about the last time someone told you something important. A friend, your boss, your mom. Now be honest. Do you actually remember what they said? Or were you halfway through planning what's for dinner? Yeah, I know. Me too. We like to think we're good listeners. But here's the truth. We spend 60% of our communication time listening, yet we only remember about 25% of what we hear. That's like watching a movie and only remembering the popcorn. So why should you care? Because listening isn't just about hearing sounds, it's about making meaning from them. Imagine you're a treasure hunter. Every conversation is like a cave full of gold coins. Each coin is a piece of understanding. But most of us, we walk in with a tiny teaspoon and leave with 2 coins and a rock that says LOL. Chapter 1. How your brain cheats at listening. Your brain is a bit of a lazy genius. It uses tricks to decide what's worth hearing and what to ignore. The first trick? Pattern recognition. Imagine you're at a noisy party, music blaring, people chatting, someone's blending a suspicious smoothie. And yet, if someone says your name, bam, you're tuned in like a spy in a movie. Next is differencing. Your brain gets bored with sounds that don't change. You hear the fridge humming for a second, then your brain's like, old news, and it disappears from your awareness. And then there's filters, like tiny bouncers in your brain, letting certain sounds in and kicking others out. These filters decide what you focus on, maybe your mood, your goals, or whether you've had coffee yet. That's why when you're hungry, you suddenly hear every mention of food, even if it's just someone saying, let's taco bout it. Chapter 2. Why we're losing our listening. So, if our brain is so clever, why are we getting worse at listening? First, technology happened. We record everything, write it down, save the audio, make a TikTok about it. Since we can replay it later, we don't feel the need to pay attention now. Second, the world is loud. It's like living inside a blender that someone accidentally left on. So, we hide in headphones, turning public spaces into tiny personal sound bubbles. Third, we're impatient. We want short, snack-sized info, not long, slow-cooked conversations. And finally, we're desensitized. When headlines scream, "You won't believe this one crazy trick," it's hard to notice the quiet, subtle stuff, like someone saying, "I'm having a hard day." Chapter 3. 5 superpowers to fix your listening. Alright, enough bad news. Time for 5 simple superpowers to level up your listening skills. Yes. Even if your attention span is shorter than a TikTok ad. 1. Silence. 3 minutes of quiet a day. No phone, no music, no podcasts. Just you, your thoughts, and probably realizing your fridge is louder than you thought. Silence resets your ears, like rinsing your mouth before tasting something. 2. The mixer. In a noisy place, try counting how many different sounds you hear. At a coffee shop, the espresso machine, the chatter, the milk frother, the guy at the next table explaining crypto for the 50th time. 3. Savoring. Enjoy everyday sounds. Your washing machine? It's not just laundry. It's a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Your coffee grinder? That's the sound of joy. 4. Listening positions. Imagine you have a giant volume knob for your attention. Sometimes you need critical listening, like reading instructions for building IKEA furniture. Other times, you need empathetic listening, like when your friend needs to vent. Move that knob depending on the situation. 5. RASA. Receive, appreciate, summarize, ask. For example, receive. Give them your full attention. Appreciate. Little noises like, oh, or show you care. Summarize. So what you're saying is, and. Ask follow-up questions, keep the convo alive. Finally, the key takeaway of this journey is, listening isn't just a nice-to-have skill, it's the key to understanding people, connecting deeply, and avoiding those awkward moments when someone says, "Remember when I told you that?" And you're like, nope. When you listen, you're not just catching words, you're catching meaning, emotions, and sometimes the things they aren't saying out loud. So, next time someone talks, don't just wait for your turn to be brilliant. Listen like a detective who knows the last clue is hidden in the conversation. You might just find gold. And hey, in the next episode, we'll flip the script and talk about how to get other people to listen to you. Hint, yelling isn't the answer, unless you're rescuing someone from a falling piano.